In a perfect world, what we would go for is a nice 50-50 split between like technique or learning and then music, applying stuff. But the world isn't perfect and it's not like evenly split black or white. So maybe one day you're just like 100% all in, just like, I feel super creative today. But then tomorrow it's like, okay, let me back up, let me revisit this. Or maybe in the morning you're like just really feeling it for whatever reason, like things are clicking and you spend a lot of time on this, and then at night you're just like, okay, I gotta create something, so you spend like 15 minutes. Or maybe that day, you know, you wake up and you're like, man, I want to create, but I know I need to practice a little bit. If I have 2 hours, right, I'll spend 15 minutes on just like getting my technique down, and then I'll spend the rest of the 2 hours creating because that's what I feel like today. So like things are going to be different, but as long as from like a weekly or monthly perspective, it's rounding about, like spending equal amounts of time composing and having fun and applying these things, and then also being heady, getting the study part in. As long as they're relatively in balance, 60-40, 50-50, 70-30, then you're moving forward in a good way. Every single week is gonna look different. Not every week is gonna be the same. As long as you're cataloging down what you're doing, you're writing down what you're doing, you're able to get a much better objective perspective instead of just going by your feeling, which may be wrong. Because you're like, man, I felt like I didn't do a lot this week. But then you look back at your journal and you're like, oh shit, wait a minute. That's wrong. My feeling is not guiding me in the right way. Look at all this shit that I did. As long as you're keeping that log and you're doing your best to be mindful about it, and you're keeping your attitude towards, what can I do today? Fuck everything else. Fuck what happened yesterday. What can I do today? Am I doing the right thing today? I won. As long as you do that and you just keep doing that, you'll see the fruits of your labor.